If I could redo today's drawing, I probably would, but here it is anyway. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Atreyu, and I'm drawing something new with inks every single day for Inktober. And if you're returning to this challenge, welcome back. Today is day 10 of the series. My goal for today was to create an avant-garde female with something like a headpiece or what have you. Let's see how it turns out. So, what I want to talk to you about today is, I wanted to ask you if you are a perfectionist. Do you consider yourself a perfectionist? For me, I don't know if I would consider myself a perfectionist, but I definitely have a particular way that I like things. It doesn't have to be dialed in, but it has to reach a certain point that I'm happy with, if that makes sense. Perfectionism, I've noticed, because I've experienced dips of it in the past. I've noticed that perfectionism slows me down big time, and when I get slowed down and I get too in my head about what I'm building, I end up losing track, getting off the rails for the direction or the vision that I originally had, because I focus too much on the nitty-gritty. And sometimes it can happen right at the beginning, right? You're starting a new art piece, and all of a sudden you went from big detail, big objective, whatever, just to get the point across, and you went right into small detail, and then you stay there throughout the whole piece. I've definitely experienced this. I don't know if you have too, but I think that comes from wanting to get into that final detail aspect area where you like everything being so neat and orderly done. I think that's a part of perfectionism. And I think it's good with perfectionism to realize, I guess, how far along you are in each stage of the creation process. And if you're spending so much time in a particular stage that maybe you that's your recognition point to say, hey, I've been spending quite a long time doing this exact thing, kind of working this area out to where I think it should be, and I've been here for hours. And you say, whoa, this has been a long time. Now, this is okay. What you can do here is, if you notice yourself getting caught up, you say, we're going to move along. Right? So maybe you need a little sticky note next to your monitor, next to your canvas, what have you. Either way, you need to realize this moment, this timing that you have, where you're going too far into the exact stage that you're doing. And if you're not making that progression, your piece is going to get held up in that one area, and it's going to become too structured in a way. What I'm saying here, it's applicable to things, to most things, not to all things. I don't want you to get me wrong thinking, oh, Atreyu, why are you telling me this where I know I need to spend X amount of time on this and it needs to be exactly perfect? Yeah, some things need to be perfect, but I'm talking about most art. Most art does not need to be perfect. It needs to obtain the feeling that you're going for, and feelings aren't perfect. They're loose, they're fluid. That's what it should be. So, perfectionism is okay. And how you deal with it, I think, is by recognizing how long you're staying at each stage of what you're building. So today's piece, well, it turned out interesting. I like the silk cloak that she has on. I like the form, like the expression of the body. I did just decide to make a hole in the face just to make it easier. I did kind of skip out on after I realized that the face wasn't working out for me. I was like, let me just go void black hole on the face. And I'm gonna admit it, it's a cop out for me. It's something that I do if I feel like the piece isn't going in the direction that I wanted it to. You know, so sometimes I find cheat codes to skip around on things, but that's okay. This is just a fun challenge. This is not anything serious, right? So do whatever I need to do. Not a big deal. And that's it for today's art, but it's time for
the question of the day.
If you could create anything in the world, what would you create? For tomorrow, you can expect the piece to be completely different than what today's was. Thank you for watching. And if you're sticking around with me every single day for Inktober, you're officially a part of the challenge with me. So I will see you all tomorrow. Peace, my friends.